Well, welcome back. We're at the end of November. Boy, this year has just flown by, and looking at the holidays right in front of us. I'm Ken Riehl, CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber, and back with me today are.
I'm Tony Sapienza. I'm the 2020 board president for the chamber and one of the owners of the Blue Shutters Beachside Inn on Good Harbor Beach.
And I'm Sara Bowen. I'm the director of special events here at the chamber.
Well, welcome back. Whew, what a crazy year, and what a crazy time of year with the holidays right in front of us. But boy, we've had a good November. The community continues to respond to the pandemic, and to be safe, and the businesses continue to be amazing in banding together, working together, and just getting through this very difficult time. Tony, what are some of the highlights from November?
It was a busy month for the tourism community. We have a tourism council that meets once a month, and we met in November, and it was an exciting discussion around some of the holiday plans. You might think that, with COVID, that it's not going to be the same, and it won't be the same. But I think the tourism community responded with creativity and determination to make sure we celebrate, the holidays. And I know we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But earlier in the month, the chamber has been holding monthly Coffee and Connections, I think it's called, which is a Zoom meeting. Started actually back earlier in the whole COVID experience, just to keep people informed. So we've been doing these, and in early November, we focused in part on the work of the Tourism Council and the tourism community. So they joined that meeting. There was a number of the members of the Tourism Council were there, and it was great. We talked a little bit, and believe me, early in November, a lot of the plans for the holidays were still coming together. By the time we get to the end of November, they're full blown. So there's a lot on tap for the next couple of weeks, taking us through the holidays.
Yeah, and our next thing is actually ongoing right now. The chamber is a nonprofit. We have a few fundraisers throughout the course of the year, but the big one is our Love Cape Ann fundraising auction. This is our 33rd year to do it, and normally we do that at a big beautiful venue like the Beaufort Hotel, which obviously we couldn't do that this summer, so we pushed it to right now. It's a 2-week ongoing online auction. And Sara, you got the helm on that event. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've been planning since the end of the summer, I feel like, or even earlier than that, as the committee kind of got together and looked at it differently this year. Obviously, we had to transition everything online and really work with the community and, the current environment right now. We wanted to think of how we could give back even more to the local community. And the response from everyone has been just really incredible. Local businesses and individuals, they've been going out and purchasing gift cards to businesses who've been really hit hard by the pandemic, and they've been donating those gift cards to the auction. So it's a win-win on both sides. So that's been just a really heartwarming response that we've seen. And so we've actually received over 140 packages. So that's not even the items. We've received well over 300 items that have come in through the entire Cape Ann community. We have local night stays at some of our inns and resorts. We have dining gift cards, beautiful art. We even have trips overseas, and just even handmade crafts, which are really special. And so I think because our auction is kicking off or ending on the 28th, it's been ongoing since the 16th, and it's ending this Saturday. It's actually ending on Small Business Saturday, which I think is really special. So what we're just encouraging everyone to do is to shop small this holiday season. Shop on Cape Ann. There are plenty of items, something for everyone in the family, and that you can be giving back to the community that we all love.
Yeah, one of the interesting things that happened in this particular auction was, because some businesses, weren't in a position to put items up, a lot of people who were, supporters of those businesses bought gift cards and made them available through the auction for those businesses. So it's a great way to support those businesses who have struggled a bit during COVID. And there are some great items, and it's reflective of all of Cape Ann.
Yeah.
So if you are watching this before November 28th, make sure you go to the Chamber website, and you'll get the information on how to access the auction. If you haven't registered yet, you can do that on the Chamber website as well. And if you're watching this after the 28th, there'll still be some ways for you to participate and to see all the fun that we had that evening. So do check that out.
Thanks, guys. That was great. The couple of other details. I want to thank our presenting sponsor, especially Engel and Volker's, tremendous in sponsoring that event again, and all of our sponsors. I also want to thank our auction co-chairs, Kim Spanner from Bank Gloucester and Karen Porter from Rumor Swiss Shack. And just incredible the amount of energy and work and dedication that they put into this, and all the committee members. We had a fantastic committee this year, all volunteers in working with Chamber staff, Sara. And it's just terrific, and we're so thankful for the entire committee for pulling this together during this really challenging time. I also want to say that for the first time, we're going to take a portion of our proceeds and we're going to give it back to businesses in need. So just like we're doing elsewhere throughout the year, we're going to give back, and we're looking forward to doing that as well. So thanks for that. If you're not seeing this in time for the 28th, you missed a great event, but as Tony said, there is still an opportunity to contribute to our mission. If you would like to do that, capeannchamber.com, and it'll be right there on the homepage. Let's talk about the holidays. This is an incredibly busy time, a year for us every year. And this year, it's been especially challenging because of the pandemic. Every community is doing things differently, very differently. Normally, Santa would arrive on the shores of Cape Ann in 3 of our communities by boat, and with a big parade in Gloucester, and none of that's happening for obvious reasons. But the communities have gotten very creative in developing other wonderful events that can be done safely and still celebrate the holiday season, and to your point, Sara, to emphasize shopping locally. Our local businesses, our local small businesses have been very much hurt by the pandemic. And this is the time of year that we're encouraging our community to come out, if you haven't done so already, or even if you have, to support our local downtowns. They need our support now to have a strong holiday season to get them through the winter and into the spring. So let's do a quick recap. We'll run around the Cape Ann route here. I'll start with Essex, our smallest community. Essex has done a really neat local event called Light Up Essex, and they're going to do that again. They're basically encouraging all the downtown businesses to really light up their storefronts and business fronts. And there is a prize again for best of, and that's a sculpture by Chris Williams. Incredible local sculpture with nationally renowned and sculptures around the country, literally. And that's a wonderful local event. This year it'll be in conjunction with a much larger promotion called Cape Ann Winter Lights. And Tony, I'll let you talk to that a little bit in a bit. We'll wrap up with that. In Manchester, we have a full month of activities planned. We normally do a holiday stroll in Manchester, and we're going to do that again, but instead of that being just on a single evening, I can share my screen with you. Can you guys see this?
Almost. Oh,
Yep,
there it
there
is.
you go. Yep.
The holiday stroll is going to be over 3 days. It's Friday afternoon, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll have pass books available for all participants that have 14 businesses on the pass book. The idea is to go into that business, ideally shop, spend some money, and get a stamp. And if you get your pass book with at least 12 stamps, then you're entered into a raffle. And the raffle this year is going to be gift certificates from all participating businesses with a value of over $500. So it's a fun way to patronize the downtown, maybe go into some stores that you haven't been in before, or revisit your favorite ones and support our downtown. The Manchester Historical Museum is open all week. It's a wonderful local museum, and it'll be very nicely decorated and safe to visit. We encourage you to stop by the historical museum. There's going to be a scavenger hunt. This is new for Manchester. Again, another way to encourage our locals and visitors to come on downtown, and that is actually on the same Saturday, that December 5th is the same day. And then the next day, Santa is going to make an appearance. It's going to be fleeting. It's only a couple of hours, and we're soft sell on this because we don't want crowds, but Santa will make an appearance in Manchester. The following weekend, we have our Christmas carolers. These are some wonderful students from the Manchester Essex High School, and they're going to help us to enjoy the season in walking around the downtown and spreading good cheer. And then at the bottom here, we have Winter Lights, which Tony will talk about. Interesting that we also have the Cape Ann gift certificate available locally in Manchester, Cape Ann Savings Bank. So that gift certificate can be bought as a gift or just use it to shop anywhere in the downtown. It's redeemable at any downtown business. So we'll have those available shortly at Cape Ann Savings Bank in downtown Manchester, or at the Chamber, or locally here at the Shaws in Gloucester. I'll stop with that. And Sarah, so you want to give us an update in Rockport?
Sure. Yeah, Rockport. I was just down there yesterday, helping some of the team put out a lot of their festive Christmas activities, if you will. A lot of the creativity is coming out of Rockport this year. They have several activities going or lasting the full month of December. They have a holiday art stroll. You can find the maps online, as well as at any of the local businesses in town, or even at our visitors center, located right there outside of Bearskin Neck. And this art stroll, it's actually really unique. All of the local artists and businesses are participating, where they have decorated trees that you can stroll the streets of Bearskin Neck in downtown Rockport and see these beautiful creations that people have put together. I was helping put them out yesterday, and they're a sight to see. They're really incredible. They also have some family-friendly activities, like a scavenger hunt. Sammy the Seagull, you can find him around town, and when you've found all of the Sammy the Seagulls and put together the word search that accompanies it, some of your family members can receive some treats, which is really kind of fun. And also throughout the whole month, on Friday and Saturdays, they're extending a lot of the businesses are extending their hours and staying open until 8 p.m. So definitely check out Rockport this season. And of course, like Tony will mention in just a bit, Winter Lights is going to be something spectacular, and I think a tradition that will continue beyond this year.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, we're very excited about Winter Lights. Before I mention that, though, there are a lot of other holiday activities happening by different organizations, and Maritime Gloucester, I know, is one of them. We discussed it at the Tourism Council meeting in November. There's a virtual art show they do every year, an art show. This year it's called Deck the Walls. This year it is going to be virtual, so you can check that out, Maritime Gloucester. And also be selling Christmas trees too. So just examples of things that are happening all across Cape Ann. But with the lights.
And Tony, can I interrupt just while you're on Gloucester? Let me just also mention that Gloucester is celebrating the holidays in a big way as well, and in a different way. And that is that instead of doing the Santa parade and the formal tree lighting, the tree will be lit. And oh, by the way, the lobster trap tree is also being built. That's coming in on December 5th time frame. That will be lit, but you won't be able to go into it this year. The big thing shopping locally will be Ladies' Day and Men's Day. Usually it's Ladies' Night. It'll be very different this year. It'll be all day. So people will have plenty of time to visit the downtown businesses. The discounts are already being programmed in 20% typically at the downtown businesses, and that is going to be on December 3rd. So that's coming up next week. And then the Men's Day is 2 weeks later on December 17th. So there's a lot going on in downtown Gloucester. You can check out our website for that, or there are flyers and banners downtown, so you can see everything that's happening here in Gloucester. Okay, Tony. Tell us about Winter Lights.
Sorry, a little bit too excited about Winter Lights. There's a lot to get excited about. So you'll see Winter Lights throughout Gloucester, throughout Rockport, in Essex, and Manchester by the Sea. It's a Cape Ann-wide effort to, who doesn't remember when you were young, hopping in the car with your parents and driving around to see the neighborhoods that were full of lights. And that's what we're looking to sort of recreate all across Cape Ann. And this is a joint effort. Town of Rockport, our Rockport Cultural District, Discover Gloucester, the Cricket, Manchester, Essex, and the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce. And spread the word, hoping to get, a good number of organizations participating. We get over 160 actually all across Cape Ann. There will be a Google map that will show you the route where to find all these, wonderful lit buildings. There'll be parking, and it's going to be fantastic. It start on November 27th and go to the beginning of January. And we're spreading the word ourselves at the Blue Shutters. We're going to be lit up for the holidays, but we're also reaching out to all of our community, our local community, to make sure they're with. So spread the word, get people here. You'll see for yourself. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. And it's a great way to celebrate the holidays. And, and despite COVID, we're finding new opportunities to show how beautiful Cape Ann is during the holidays and every month.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Light up Cape Ann and celebrate the region and getting through this really challenging year. So that's an awesome wrap up. There's so much going on. There is no excuse for not getting out and being safe over the holidays and enjoying our local downtown. So we hope that you do that. And if you can't do that, a lot of this stuff will also be online, so you can follow it online. By the time you see this, Thanksgiving will be over, but we wish you a very happy and safe holiday season and hope to see you all soon. Our next update will be the end of the year, where we can kind of talk about how the holidays are going and look into next year, which is looking to be very exciting. So until then, be safe and have a wonderful holiday.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.